Technobond. But let's move into this. I chose to wear this, and I am telling you, Paul, boy, is this a statement. There's nothing like even the weightiness of how cool and comfortable and sleek this looks against the skin.
This is the most substantial silver pearl necklace we've done. We call them beads, but to me they look like silver pearls. And if you're familiar with the introduction of the silver beads, it was in 1959. It was with the Blue Box store. Wow. And instantly it became a favorite of first ladies and queens and everywhere. So all of us grew up seeing really elegant women wearing these beautiful silver beads.
Look at that.
And they're like pearls. So these are actually quite substantial. They're 8mm in size, and they have, as you said, a nice weighty quality. We also have the extender on the back, so you can have it hit exactly where you'd like it to hit. You're showing that now. And the lobster claw clasp is easy breezy, which is so nice. Oh,
look at it. Don't you think with the bracelet is a must-have. If you can do them both, if you've seen this look out in the world to find jewelry with that little blue box, that, you know what I'm talking about?
Place.
They have something very similar in that simple, you know, sterling silver beaded necklace that is so expensive and so beautiful, and we love it and we want it. It's aspirational, it's modern, it's fresh. We love the classic, almost gives you the look of pearls, but it's done in that noble precious metal. We're looking at the length, as Paul said, 16 inches in the length. You do have that 2.5-inch extender. The bracelet, by far, I think how innovative the design is and the way it stretches when you see it on the wrist. I love that I don't have a closure to mess with, Paul.
It's so easy. You don't need a man to get your bracelet on.
Is that like woven?
You know, it's done with what they call Magic Jewelers elastic.
Oh, okay.
And it's very stretchy, and in all my years in jewelry, I've never seen one break.
Right.
So they really, truly are magical.
Look at that.
So it really, it takes a fine jewelry and adds a modern technique to it, so it's not difficult to put on. That's nice. Now, the weight on the necklace, I think, is almost an ounce of silver. I think it's 25 grams of silver. We're talking about a substantial, important piece of jewelry. And I would love to show how this is strung, if I may, because a lot of us we've seen inexpensively done jewelry, but this is the real deal. So in between each one of these beads, and we see it, is sterling silver chain. So the beads move. See that? They're actually strung on sterling silver. Now, they don't have to do that. We don't have to do this. We could have done this on wire. We could have done this on cord. We could have done this on silk. No, it's done on sterling silver chains. That's part of why it feels so important. Now, I found one from the 1950s or early 1960s in an antique shop that was from the Blue Box store. This is made exactly the way they made the original. And it has that same feeling to it. Important jewelry. We're Americans. And I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but Americans buy by the pound. We are, as a culture, when you shut the door of a car, you expect to hear that firm sound, boomf. You know, it's got to sound like it's important. When you pick up a piece of jewelry, we all do this. You go, yeah, now that's nice. That's a lot of sterling silver. It's just absolutely something that we do. Now, we don't just want it to weigh a lot. We want it to flow and look like beautiful liquid sterling silver, and there's a reason why Sevilla Silver does that as well.
It's fantastic. I mean, it really is fantastic. I'm going to put on this beautiful ring that we still have to come, because the silver with that blue topaz is gorgeous, and I would love for you to see that combination. This is still to come. But, you know, all the bracelets that you're going to be able to stack and mix. We have these great Byzantine bangles that even if you wanted to be able to layer with this, by all means you can. The bracelet, even if you were to get just one piece, I'm in love with the bracelet at $159.90. We have 5 flexible payments of $31.98 to get it at home. If this is a gift for you for Mom's Day, notice that beautiful little sterling silver hang tag. It's stamped 925. It's stamped made in Italy. So you know when it has that hallmark, you know that hallmark made in Italy, you're getting craftsmanship. You are getting something that is well crafted, wears beautifully, that is a timeless heirloom for generations to come. When we talk about sterling silver, highly reflective, bright, beautiful. It lights up your wrist and around your face. Use the 5 Flex. Get it at home. Feel it. Wear it. Fall in love with it. I would love to show you as well, Paul. I think the ingenuity on this bracelet is genius.
I do too.
Don't you? Because it's interesting, because even the way when I separate them, I want you to see there are 3 beads. Those beads, and then between the beads, I don't know, can you guys see that? There is that curb link that floats on that magic jewelry wire. And that's what allows for it to look as if it's like a macrame or it's woven. It's very luxurious, and then notice it's flat, but the moment you put it on your wrist, it almost gives a domed effect.
You get that Bombay effect, and that has to do with the way the beads are strung.
Gorgeous.
They're actually slightly tighter on the outside and slightly looser on the inside, and so you get that domed effect. You want that from a bracelet. When you have this much sterling silver, this much quality, this much Italian craftsmanship, you want it to stand up and present itself and say, look at me, look at how fabulous I am. And that's exactly what this bracelet does. Now, I know, you know, $159 is not inexpensive for anything. All of us think about, you know, should I invest that much money? And that's what I encourage you to do. Think about sterling silver as an investment. It is a noble metal. It is traded as a commodity. It has, you know, it's the value of our money.
Right, intrinsic value.
It has intrinsic value. And so when a piece is weighty and important, like these are, there's just intrinsic value in the actual silver itself. Never mind the workmanship of the Italian craftsman. This has gorgeous value in and of itself. And so I think of it as buying stock. You know, I think, wouldn't I rather wear a beautiful sterling silver necklace or bracelet than put a piece of, you know, stock on my shirt? I mean, you could, Apple stock, pin it to your shirt, or you could buy some sterling silver, and I go with the jewelry every time.
Well, me too. And now you have a wonderful way to be able to store all that jewelry in our jewelry armoire. If you are a collector of Sevilla silver with Technibond, we'd love to hear from you. Say hi to Paul this afternoon and myself. We'd love to welcome you into our live show here in the studios, 1-866-376-82.